Greetings, fellow Demon Slayers. This is Taimanin Mari and Tak, and we are here today with another Action Taimanin video. And for today, it's some more footage. We have footage to dump, so we're going to start dumping footage again. The only thing they announced is that they will be reworking the models. The teaser they gave wasn't super high quality, so I don't really want to show it. I'd rather just wait for the changed model to come out. But outside of that, we don't know what Rinko's sword is yet. And apparently there was a video and they didn't reveal it. And I want to know what that sword do. Because that supporters dookie butter.
From what I've heard, and Sui probably has already seen the sword already, because he pretty much said that the sword's pretty crap right now.
Yeah, I should DM him. But for right now, we are going to start with this footage from Johnluke. We have 2 videos from Johnluke and 2 videos from the drama vendor, or Spicemarine, whichever you want to call him. So we're going to get right into it. Hit play, and we'll see where the discussion takes us. But I want to see this Rinko play, because this is wooden Rinko, I think. Yeah, he's doing it on bonus 1. I wouldn't even bring Rinko on bonus 3 without wood.
She is.
Our bonus 1. I was about to say, that's not wood. Now we're looking good, yeah. Now it's looking good like wood. And then we safe.
Nui's obviously a shoo-in in this already.
Yeah, she's the most OP thing you can use. For this, I mean. Because everything else OP from the gacha is not allowed. The Homura, Rinka.
Oh yeah, she's also going red build too, I forgot. She's not going blue.
Now the only thing is the supporters can't have enchantments according to Ultra's rules, but Ultra said everyone can basically do what they want. He just made his rules for him. So we'll let them slide. We'll pretend that they don't have enchantment. But I do like to point that out in case someone wants to actually do it properly. Okay. God, Rinko. Man, Rinko, I feel so bad for her.
How do you think I feel like a man that just gotten his legs literally got cut off. Like, okay, that's just.
Alright, but be real, be real. Would you have actually played Rinko more if the supporter made her, like, changed her whole shit up and made her good again?
Yes, I would honestly be honest with you. Yeah, if it fixed her, well, like, not fix her, like, it's not gonna fix her completely because there's still a lot more holes in her than any other character. But I would use her more. It's just that I have a huge attachment to her because she was my second character I got in, and I put so many resources into her. It just kind of just sucks that I can't really.
You like your little Rinko Pinko? I didn't know that. I didn't know you were attached to Rinko.
It doesn't help that both her and Asagi just are the same colors too, but it's just.
Yeah, I know. What's with you and purple waifus? Like purple, like you like chicks like with that color palette.
It's either girls with purple or girls with red. I've been seeing a lot of, like.
Hey man, everyone knows I like twin tails, blondes, and now pink-haired frickin' gremlins. So we all have a type.
Yeah, it's just that. It's just that because that rant yesterday is just, yeah, you can tell how much I really was pissed off about.
Yeah, I was like, Tak's usually really mellow. You were like, what the fuck, Gregory?
Yeah, and it's just like I think if Sui was like in the discussion, he probably would have felt the same way. It's just that it just sucks though, and it's just that I don't really get what they're trying to do with her. Really, I really don't know. It's like I don't know if it's because they didn't want to do a full overhaul like for me honestly she needs a complete overhaul literally. Like they have to like overhaul her a lot because
And that's
I
why
don't
they
know
need
what.
to rethink their damn stance of like, oh, there will be no character balancing until the limited pack. And I'm like, bruh, so you're just gonna say you're gonna put out a character however the fuck, and then if they suck, they can just stay however the fuck until they get limited gear. And then once their limited gear is gone, they're just however the fuck for life.
Like basically now at this point though, dude, like Renko's gonna get an amazing outfit,
Oh, that
and
outfit though.
and then the sword is probably gonna be a cool sword for as a skin. But as it is, I can't recommend her, dude. I can't recommend for free to play players to waste gems and resources for her. I really can't. Like everything about her now is kind of like Curran was good when it first came out, but that's already been overshadowed with her limited one. Her limited gear is just
Yeah, that's
overshadowed with it
interesting too,
already.
because someone mentioned Kieran today, and no, or was it today or I don't know. My days bleed together because I'm always working. But Kieran got mentioned recently in a conversation I was in with somebody somewhere, and I even said Kieran isn't really good anymore. Like it was when the game first came out, but like Renko's basics now, they just don't like. I wouldn't want to sit there and basic with Renko. Her basic isn't that good. Like stuff will cut her off all day.
No, well, yeah, it's the same thing. She
And
doesn't
like,
have like a she doesn't have a Kojenka like Asagi that has her like can because the thing is her attacks are very slow. If anything, she can get the treatment of like Nui. Like her first slash is slow, but then she just becomes like a fucking shredder when she basically starts slashing, and then and then that makes it even faster because I mean she can proc the Virgil slash at the end of her combo of her basics, which make her
yeah,
much
but that's
more
my
smooth.
issue with her is that the Virgil slash, while cool, it's range damage. Well, it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
even
by
do a
far
lot of
true.
damage. Like if you build her melee, her blades will do a lot, but then like the moment she does like her Virgil little whatever you want to call her, a little bitty vortex that she does, like it doesn't do as much damage. But then if you spec her range, the vortex hits harder, but her basics do peanuts for damage. So I don't even know what they were thinking when they made her in general. Not even like screw her freaking limited supporters, like both of them. I was like, what were they thinking when they made her? She's the
Technically, she has
problem.
three.
Like she's not very good, and her buff seemed so ridiculous back then. But once the
Yeah,
meta shifted, she just fell over like a ton of bricks.
yeah, because I think they didn't really. I don't think they expected her to like. They expected her to like keep up with the other characters, but problem is that the tower, the original 50 towers, I remember using Renko for like the first 20 floors, and I was starting to realizing, oh wait, she's having a hard time now, and that like this was like this was before packet enchantment and everything. She was already struggling. Like I was struggling just to get her to pass 20, and I literally had to ditch her for Murasaki, literally. So it just is.
That was really, really close, but he did it. Wooden weapons for the win. Sorry,
Yeah, he got it clear though.
that
Very
was a good
impressive.
one. We're gonna move to the next one. This is also by Johnluke. There's more Renko. No, I think this is his regular build. I don't think he went with like the wooden weapon. But let's go ahead and play. Sorry to cut you off. I want to keep the entertainment moving for the people watching.
Yeah,
But
as well as continuing the discussion as well.
yeah. Now, well, you said that while you were in the other tower, in the tower, the original tower, you noticed she was falling off, and you're right. Like, I started to notice it too. Like, she was just feeling worse and worse. Like, even when I was using her in events, I was like, she doesn't like just auto win like she used to. Like some of the like newer events closer to when Tower came out, when the like you know they were getting slowly harder, but they weren't very hard because there were no bonus stages. But Renko just you could start to see that like she wasn't one-shotting stuff anymore with her meteor. Like she was just slowly getting outdated.
Yeah, because like at this point, like you literally, if you want to make her as your main, you have to build her like how Sui has her, basically. You have to
No
invest her weakness.
Murasaki, Shoshu.
Like,
Sorry, that freaking build is just so OP. The
yeah,
issue
like
with that build, and the issue with Rinko in general, is that, and she's not the only character with this problem.
no, she
but,
does. She's not the
but
only
like
one,
she's just
the
a
most
money
obvious.
pit. Like if
Mhm.
she's whaled, she's very very strong. But she needs her Shoshu to do that, and that was limited, and they just seem content to never bring it back. Like, they seem like, screw you guys, you're never seeing the Rinko supporter again. You're never seeing the Asagi and the Sakura supporter again. Like, we may give you the skin, but the supporter, screw you. Like, they obviously don't want us to have those things.
You know what's funny is that they're already bringing back Sue's outfit the 3rd time now. Rinko's came out after Sue, came out before Sue's. So now Rinko's most rare skin now is by far her limited one, the packaged one now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then after that, it's her demon outfit. Then that's basically, like, that outfit is extremely rare now. So it's like, it's really strange that like Rinko is just like, again, this is another thing I said. Rinko and Nui are like characters that print money for them. It's just that Nui's gonna continue selling for them because Nui is, guess what? After the changes for her, she's the best blue character in the game. But Rinko is falling off a cliff, and the only way they can easily make her sell is to make the outfits look amazing like the one she's going to get. The problem is, though, is that once people buy the outfit and start playing her and try her in hard contact, she's unrunnable basically, unless you're willing to pay out of pocket for her.
That's the thing, right? That's what I mean. You can't pay because her stuff isn't here to pay for, and that's what bugs me. It's like, dude, I could have $6,000 ready to just simp for Rinko, but where's her limited gear to simp for?
That's a big problem.
And then the other issue is you need a Morisaki. Where's the Morisaki? You know, I get these things are limited, right? They're not supposed to be around. But that's the problem with Rinko, is that she needs a bunch of limited shit, weapon included. And it's just like, dude, and it's not a problem for vets, right? Like, we all know, like, intermediate players who like watch the videos. Like, anyone who comes to YouTube and like watches anything for the game, because I know some people when they start in the game they'll binge watch stuff and like learn as much as they can if they care enough. Like, that's what I do. So, you know, those people will know, yeah, Rinko's not good. Like, as most people like say don't buy her or don't invest in her really because of X reasons, and the reasons is that she needs limited gear. So those people will know, well, I don't have limited gear and I can't get limited gear, so no reason to play this character. But someone new would go, wow, look at the cute girl with the bluish hair. She's really pretty. I love the purple. And then they freaking buy her. She's so hot. Oh, man. And then, like, they get to in-game and they're like, I can't do shit.
That again, not a surprise, too. Another thing I will say this, though, is that... What was I going to say?
Okay, that one was done.
Yeah.
So those were great gameplays. The discussion's kind of gone, like, you know, away from the gameplay, but the gameplay was good. And I like the Rinko play overall. Like, he was playing her as safe as she could be. It's Rinko, so, you know, like... But, yeah, he got that done, and I can't wait to see more Johnluke. Thank you. So, we're gonna move on to Spicemarine's footage, or if you go by his channel, the Drama Vendor. So, let's see. This is a build for fun that makes you feel like Master Yi from League of Legends. There's no Kojenka, so it's not viable in hard content most of the time. I managed to beat it with this build, but it can be frustrating in hard content if it's doable. If you have the 4th skill slot, you can run Kojenka, and then this build will be viable for hard. Viable, but not optimal. Also, if you have Sayuka Blue Supporter, use that instead of Sakura if you're running Kojenka 4th skill. It will give 20% more speed upon activation, and will apply 30% slow to all enemies. In Kojenka, this setup effectively stuns all enemies while providing a 3rd instance of speed buff. By the way, my hands got sweaty when I was fighting Felicia, so I had to pause the game to wipe off the sweat. I edited the pause down to 1 second, but couldn't edit them completely because I'm editing with my phone. Okay. Nice little description there. Alright. So here's your girl. Look at her. Why was there just a whole bunch of Asagi ass?
What the hell?
You see that? Oh, that's Nui ass. Oh, wait, no, is that Toki class? I can't tell which ass it is. Is that Shizuru's ass?
I think it's Shizuru.
That's Shizuru's ass,
on the right,
like,
and Nui's on the right.
Nui? No, I
guess
think
he modded it?
he might have modded it. Well, this is the bunny skin. That's just how that looks. Well, I mean, okay, we got to see ass. That's all that matters. I just want to make sure that this is 720. Okay. Alrighty. But yes, back to discussing Rinko as a whole. I'd like for her to be good, but I've just given up hope. Like, I was actually DMing about it And I've said it in chat, like, I've just given up hope on, like, certain characters. Like, they're, like I don't, like, Kirara's just gonna be the way she is. You know, I don't think her buff is gonna change that. I don't think her limited gear is gonna change what people already do with her. Because there's already, like, there's already good, great setups for her. It's the same thing with Rinko. Like, I don't think Rinko is gonna change. I think you just have to wait for her limited stuff to come back, and then you'll have a viable Rinko. You just have to be patient, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I know you've been patient. I'm not saying you haven't been, but you have to be even more patient. Like, you just have to be waiting to the point you're a skeleton about to go in the grave, because that's how long they're taking to repeat Rinko. And it's the same for anyone else who's a weaker character. That, you know, they just need specific stuff to be optimal. If you're not talking optimal, yeah, you can make any character enjoyable or good to play. It's just that, you know, they won't be like... like, people want their Rinko to be optimal. They don't want just, like, a freaking whatever Rinko. That's what I'm trying to say. And her limited gear is what makes her optimal.
Okay, that was a yikes. He missed that, really.
Oh, I was like, you're super quiet. I'm like, did I say something wrong?
No, I was looking at, I was like, okay,
footage?
I can see what, yeah, because I want to see what does he mean by attacking. Yeah, this is like the, I want to see this with Kojenka basically running, well, because she'll hit like a fucking freight trig like this. And she becomes an actual shredder, too.
Yeah, this is very fast.
I actually like that. Too bad it's most likely not optimal for tower, that's the only shame.
Oh, yeah.
But,
This is Death's more for fun, but it is Death's Master Yi. It's really funny.
yeah. Oddly enough, he got nerfed just yesterday, so I'm not shocked.
What, he only attacks 5 times as fast instead of 1,000,000 times as fast?
No, they got rid of his fucking... They got rid of his dust plate build. That shit was annoying.
Oh.
That was about it. That was about it, though. But yeah, getting back to the discussion with her, yeah, I generally don't... I basically... I'm with the same boat as you, Mari. I'm kind of lost hope for her. Only the people, like, I would say Sui will be able to continue using her in hard contact, and then, like, other Rinko mains would. But, like, me and then, like, free-to-play players are, like, pretty much she's basically, I would say she's basically always going to be on the bench, basically. She's only there for 5 AP, maybe for the Awakening Crystals and the emblems for her avidity, that's another thing, and her packets.
And her Awakening points that she gives if you get her to 81.
Yeah.
But that's the thing,
Yeah.
a lot of people aren't like us, where they have every character pack, or, you know, where they buy all those packs.
No, yeah.
So, like, for
Yeah.
people waiting to get her Awakening up, they're not going to use it on Rinko first. They're going to use it on someone they want to play.
Yeah, because, like, if anything, Rinko is literally just, like, the way I see her now, unfortunately, and this is probably the truth, Rinko to me is just there for 5 AP, extra Awakening, the Awakening Crystals, the friend emblems to get the, either to awaken another girl or to use those emblems for other outfits for other girls. If you're a spender or a light spender, she's basically for the level up packs. That's pretty much it. And then the Awakening points as well. That's basically all she is. She's basically just a bench character at this point. For most, I would say she's basically a bench character.
You're going in on Rinko worse than I'd be going in on Kirara.
But the thing is, though, your Kirara has a chance. She basically has a chance.
Yeah, well, Kirara's just lucky in the fact that she doesn't need limited gear to be good. She needs expensive-ass crit supporters like Yuno and Kaoru. So she needs gacha gear, but she doesn't need limited gear. That's the issue with Rinko.
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's why I was kind of very pissed off about the supporter, because I was like, this was probably Rinko's last shot of getting her viable, because that was just like, I was like, okay, this is it. This is finally her shot going back into the spotlight. Well, that actually died so fast, and it pretty much just sank at the bottom of the ocean. So, yeah, my final thoughts about her. I'm just sad that's how she's basically going to be. Basically a bench character at this point.
Well, you know, if her stuff comes back, that, you know, you can still get it, but, I mean, that doesn't help free-to-plays who may pull her banner. If they get shafted, they just got shafted, and there's nothing.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, if her stuff comes back, it at least gives people a chance, which right now they don't even have a chance of getting... And it's what they need is the Shoshu.
Yeah,
They
the
really just
Shoshu
need the
is
weapon. The supporter is good, but like the real deal is the real thing that makes her good is the double wind
the
slice.
weapon. Yep. Because it gives her double groggy basically.
Because that's her. That wind slice is her best skill, contrary to popular belief. People think it's easier. It's the wind slice
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, because it basically makes them groggy, and it gives her more mobility too.
And it
Instead of
crushes
just
super armor. It just blows their super armor up.
Yeah, it does.
And that's so like
And
basically what happens when you double wind slice is it ensures everything gets their super armor blown up, and then they get groggy.
yeah,
Because the wind slice won't groggy if they have super armor, but it will break the super armor in the first one, and then the second one just ensures they're fucked. And then you meet her.
that's true. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think if I'm not mistaken, that weapon of hers increases her skill damage too, if I'm not mistaken.
What's bugging me right now is this knife's edge gameplay that people just love to hit us with.
I think Wolf still has that crown more than
Yeah, well,
anyone
Wolf
else.
has the crown, but dude, I get so stressed when I see this because I'm like, there are no health pots. He's literally like this is just him and her. Like it's anyone. Ooh.
Yeah, I checked her limited weapon increases her skill damage too. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, oh yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, her limited one. I knew that. But that's why it's so good. It makes her wind slice just amazing. Even more amazing than it already is. And none of her other builds come close. And the supporter that this new supporter that they're peddling off on us for her doesn't even like it doesn't even do anything to like augment a skill.
It really doesn't. And
Like
the
you
sword,
know, like when you look at the New Year's supporter, she messes with synchro. Like the weapon are her, like you know, they work with synchro.
Yeah, it synergizes with
like the weapon does. So,
yeah.
Okay, so she
Damn.
ended up getting it. Or so.
That was probably one of our. This is like our first fail run, isn't it? Kind of.
No, Wolf failed in that run where he lasted forever, but it was like he lasted forever. So it was
Oh
still
yeah,
high.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, he did technically fail it too. So.
Okay, what is it? Now he's doing OP Asagi. This is the best single target build for Asagi that I have access to. If you have the 4th skill slot, use your Awaken skill in that slot for more defense. The build also showcases how good the new Nui supporter is. God damn it, Nui supporter. We know you're good.
Yeah, yeah. People just love running it.
God
and
damn
people,
it, Nui.
And the fact that people can literally have one of each for 2 characters is absurd. They literally gave out 2 of them for free to play, which is very cool.
You know what's funny? I don't use my Nui. Like, I used her when I was leveling, like, characters that needed a red, but, like, I don't use her, like, on any of my main characters. Like, she didn't change anything I was doing. I didn't take Shizuru's supporter away from her. Because I would have, like, I would have put her in the main slot for Shizuru, but I was like, what is Shizuru's? And Shizuru has Shizuru, and I don't want to take that away.
I think that's like a. I think that's because you like running more. Most of your builds you run are green. I've been seeing like for your playstyle.
Well, my Shizuru's red.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot.
Yeah, I said my Shizuru has her own supporter, and I could replace it for Nui, but dude, this ass clip. No, you saw it. You saw it cut by. Yeah. I see butts, and I attempt to see butts. I want to see more butts, but yeah, no, I run Shizuru red. I should try to get a 3rd Yuno, and a 3rd like Kaoru to S5, and a 3rd Kitty Mom, and then give Shizuru green build win.
So
just to do it.
So enough with the Rinko discussion, because let's just bring some positive stuff about it. What are
yeah,
your
the
thoughts
positive.
about
We can stay on Rinko. That skin slaps.
No. Like
yeah, I know.
Like,
let's leave Rinko alone. But like that skin does slap.
What are your thoughts about them doing remodels for the 3 original characters, in your opinion?
Until I see more, I don't know. I think they did need to remodel them. I have opinions on a lot of the stuff in the game that could be changed model-wise. The enemy models, like, sorry, not cutting it. All low, like, they're low quality as fuck compared to the characters. That needs to change. Because it almost feels like when I play AT, when I look at the enemy quality compared to some of the girls, especially newer girls, it feels like they're not even in the same game at this point. The quality is so much better on the characters that it feels like I'm playing like a game with Taimanin characters modded in. And that's not really cohesive because the game is its own thing. It's not a augmented game that we're modding. and I hate when
Hmm.
worlds don't have proper cohesion visually. It's a huge pet peeve of mine. So like the enemies just need a texture update. Like I don't think they need to remodel them. I don't think they need to do anything to them. They look cool enough. You know, they just look low quality. That's my only issue.
So you basically want them like how the new Pokemon game is, like they're texturing the Pokemon much more like look like, oh, they look like the scales, or like you want to see the
Yeah,
textures
because the
much
same
better.
thing in Pokemon. Like your character sprite in earlier like 3D renditions where the game went from being sprites. So like X and Y, like your character sprite was gorgeous in X and Y, but then the Pokemon fell off quality-wise compared to you, the player.
Yeah.
And I want that's cool. A lot of games do that, but like I just think it's such a simple fix, and you know, I'm in the forefront to give opinions about this game because I have the channel for it. So, yeah, I think the enemies need some love. I really do, especially when you look at how high quality Momochi looks. His textures are
Momochi is
ridiculous.
Yeah, Momochi
I
is
think
like
he looks
probably,
better than some of the girls. Yeah,
well, he's probably better than the original three,
yeah,
right?
his
Probably.
quality's ridiculous, and it's like, yeah, when I see Momochi and then I look at other enemies, I'm like, yo, these look whack. But getting back to girls that need changes, yeah, Sakura, Asagi, and Yuki needed them, and I've heard so many things. Like I know, Greg actually had complaints about Asagi, and I didn't really notice it till he said, because it's just how Kagami draws his eyes. But Greg said, yeah, on a 3D model, her eyes look like they're trying to like drive off her face in opposite directions. And I'm like, you know, I didn't notice that until
I
he
kind of
pointed it
noticed that
out.
too.
Yeah, Asagi's eyes look really awkward, but that's just Kagami's art style, so I don't know if there's
It's
much they can do to change it without just like completely changing the art style.
Yeah, because Asagi was always like, think again. Then again, the Taimanin games were always 2D. They were never meant to be like
Yeah, and
3D.
Asagi looks a little funky in 3D, but she doesn't look anywhere near as bad as like Sakura looks like a Down syndrome person in the face.
Sakura does need the new
Yeah.
model. She actually does need the model of the three, but it's nice that they're giving them all. Um, Honestly, if anything, we're probably, if your viewers wants to see it, like you should probably do like an animation for Yuki, her like before the new model comes out.
Oh yeah, like is the new model next week for Yuki?
Yeah, she's literally coming
Yeah, I'll
out.
have to record Yuki sooner than later then, because I forgot to do
Yeah.
that for Sora. I was gonna record her old voice and then didn't. All right, so that video's done. But yeah, I forgot to record her old voice, and then I couldn't make a comparison video after because I just simply like lost track. I guess I'll just go here because I want to keep talking about this. And I might as well open the game and like talk about it. But freaking the other thing is certain characters that aren't. Oh well, I can't open the game because I'm not logged in. Whoopsie. And I don't want to use my password here because then everyone will see it. But yeah, like Kirara, I have problems with how her breasts are. They're like on some skins they're spaced too far apart, like they're being pulled away from each other like magnets, and then on others they rest properly. Yuki, I don't have a problem with how Yuki looks, but hell, if they want to make
I
her better,
think
sure. And if
I
they
think
want to
Yuki
do
is
like
fine.
that reborn thing, where I think they're gonna add an option to use her cyborg model.
Oh, Punisher version basically.
Yeah, no, not this, like the adult Yuki.
No. That's why the Punisher. That's what they call it in here, basically. The
Oh, it's called
Punisher
Punisher.
adult
Okay, I just called the cyborg
Yeah.
Yuki. But yeah, that one,
Yeah,
the one with the short hair, they might add an option for that. As far as Tokiko, her model's perfect. Shizuru's model's
I
perfect
think-
because they're new. Anyone new looks good. Astaroth looks a little bit janky. Like, her face looks a little doll-like sometimes. But once you
Sometimes.
pet her, like, she looks fine, and then, like, she has good proper expressions. But I think Astaroth's, like, resting face could have more of a soul.
Yeah.
Noah's perfect. Like, I don't have any issues with Noah. Noah looks fine. Noah acts fine. Like, everything about her looks good. She looks how she should to me.
I've been seeing
Ingrid
people
looks
that-
great.
Yeah, Ingrid.
Actually,
is fine.
oddly enough,
She-
yeah, I think like Ingrid, out of Ingrid and Kirara, I feel like Ingrid, like the A team worked on her, and Kirara got like blasted with the B team's ugly stick when they got to her tits. But Obro looks fine. Like, that's the thing, I don't have a problem with a lot of the character models, it's mostly other stuff in the game, like the environments could look crisper,
the enemies.
the enemies could look crisper, you know, stuff like that. But and then we could. I think they could put a little more. What's the word? TLC, tender love and care, into the themes we get, because the themes right now are kind of just JPEGs with the girls in front of them.
Yeah.
Like I think it would be cool to have like an actual CG theme, like not like super fancy, like but just like something going on in the background, like a background, not a theme with it's just a JPEG. And I wouldn't even care if it costed money; I'd pay for that. I love stuff like that. Like I'd put money into that before I put money into the private thing, you know?
Yeah, perfectly fair. That's 100% fair for you.
But like, sorry if I like rambled on, but yeah, it's like a real loaded question. But like, TLDR, like enemies and the map designs, just like a retexture, and not a complete overhaul. Just make it look a little crisper, a little bit higher quality. I think they're making the money to do that.
Yeah, they actually definitely are. One last thing before we wrap up. They did put the dates for Sakura's and Asagi's models when they're potentially going to come out.
Yeah, people were complaining that those are further out, but like,
no, I
don't
that's
care.
good.
I think that's good. It gives them time to work on it, and they are smaller teams, so maybe they're being super transparent, and people should like that, because maybe they're saying, look, we're gonna do this, but we haven't started yet. You know, you guys always say you want Grimly to tell you what they're gonna do. That's them telling you months in advance that they're doing. So I appreciated that.
Also, I will say this though, those dates, I would probably put them in a calendar or mark them, because I think those are like big time like hype moments they're gonna bring into the game.
Oh,
because
you think those are gonna be like catalysts for like other like updates like March 8th?
Yeah, because if you want to look at it, Sakura's comes out at May 3rd. I believe May was around the time when Ingrid and Kirara came out with the waifu war.
Yeah, it was. That's when we got the tower, and that's when the waifu war happened.
Yeah.
And we also had our first dual character release, obviously, which was big.
Asagi is literally coming in basically when AT was just in his very terrible point. It was basically dry, because this was summer basically. So I'm probably expecting they're gonna fix the mistake of they're not gonna give us a dead summer, but give us a hype summer, but in the middle of the summer, which I think that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, because last summer, dude, the game was literal zombie mode. Like the game that was actually Black Summer for AT.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
literal like, Black Summer. Like it was just zombie. It was like there was nothing happening.
Yeah, like that was probably the point they were losing more players than the stupid heavy they implement basically. But I would say I would keep an eye on those dates. So maybe May 3rd when Sakura's model comes out. Maybe there's another waifu war, or maybe there's gonna be something hype. I don't know. We'll see. And then obviously, kind of weird that also yeah, my wife comes out literally on the 5th of July. So again, it's like after 4th of July, so that's not that bad. So yeah, I would probably keep an eye on those dates, because I think those will be the hype moments that you guys may want to save up for your gems.
Yeah, that's a good prediction. I like that. That's a good place to wrap it up too. The title screen looks good, but not that good. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm still linked to my phone. So if I log in here, everyone will see my login information, and that'll be no good, because someone will be like, I have Mari's account. So let's not have that happen. But yeah, overall I enjoyed the discussion. I enjoyed the footage from Johnluke and the drama vendor. I appreciate you guys submitting it. It was nice to see some Asagi, because that's very rare, and it was definitely nice to see Rinko. So that's why I went for those two girls, because like we hardly see footage for those two. Like, you know, Tak plays Asagi, but like no one else really sends stuff in for her. It's weird because she's a popular character, but like none of the Asagi mains share their footage.
Yeah, like I could be sharing my footage, but it'll be kind of getting stale. It's nice to at least to give some other one controlling my wife. Okay, that sounds like NTR bullshit.
Want them to control your wife. That's the perfect place to end it. Tak has found his NTR fetish.
Oh,
you all heard it here first. NTR Tak, everybody. Go play Asagi and rub her in weird places. And kiss her where it smells funny. And with that, yeah, thank you Tak for coming on. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe and hit the bell, because the algorithm is Rinko's weapon, because I'm just going to assume it's bad. Rinko's weapon, or the algorithm is Rinko, the state of Rinko.
I was gonna say the algorithm is just bad. Like the algorithm is just trash. Like these stone runners eggs I'm trying to hatch.
Oh god. It's just trash like farming shiny Pokemons.
No, hatching them is worse, I would say, because just trash.
Yeah, I know, I hate it too. But yeah, thank you guys. You all take care, have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow with another video. Toodles!